Hey y'all boys, what is up? It's Turner Tim here, back with a video on TF2 on this time not how to pyro, but how to scout. And we're on wave 3. It's gonna be 10 minutes of me explaining my tactics in TF2 MVM, how to play scout. And I wouldn't say that I'm great at scout. Missed 0 credits so far. Oh, missed 5 credits. Oh, that's a lot of explosive. I wouldn't say that I am the best pyro or the best scout or the worst scout. I'd say that my tactics are pretty moderate. So if you think that you are a great scout and that you don't need any tactics or tips, then click off this video now. But if you want to see some cool stuff on what a good scout or a decent scout looks like, that'll really improve your tactics if you're just starting out, then be sure to watch this. So before we get to any upgrade paths and what you're supposed to be doing in a gameplay with spies and pyros and all that Gucci stuff, we have to get down to the basics. And the basics are basically what you want your loadout to be, because no one is going to be a successful scout without the correct loadout. Now, the two things that a scout really needs to be successful is his melee weapon and his secondary. Now, his melee is what I have out right now. It's called the Fan o' War, which basically means when you hit an enemy, it allows them to receive mini crits for a short amount of time, which can really help on the giants. Which basically just helps out on the giants because they die a lot faster. Sadly, it doesn't work on tanks though, because they don't take crits. But usually without the Fan of War, people will ask you to rent it from the market, which usually you're able to do pretty easily. But if you're unable or do not want to rent it from the market, then this can be quite a hassle to continue to do. So using the Fan of War will really improve your gameplay and also the respect that your team has for you. You do not have a pyro to take care of this tank, as I explained in my last How to MVM video, but that is not my job. It is down low, so hopefully we can get that down pretty quickly. Now, your secondary that is very highly recommended for one to use is called the Mad Milk, and that is what I'm holding in my hand right now. The Mad Milk, when on contact, gives all the health generated to the said target or targets to be regenerated back. So if I use my pistol here and I give 20 health damage to the bot, then I will receive 20 health back in exchange. And that can be great for when two classes are exchanging damage and you really just need that boost of extra health to stay alive. Also, upgrade paths can include slowing the target enemy down, which basically is a huge help for super scouts. Oh, don't die. Oh, I died. Our medic will get me here, right? Yeah. Thanks. Other than that, your primary weapon that one is supposed to be using can vary. I like using the shortstop for the reason that A, I saw it on a video once of a guy using it on how to scout, but B, it has one reload clip, so if I shoot one bullet, then it empties the other 3 out and puts a new 4 in. That won't change your ammo, but it just says, oh, I know when I'm out, it'll automatically reload like that. And I know that I always have 4 shots, so even if I've shot 2, focusing on a robot, then I can go to the next 2 and just shoot them out and know that when I reload, I will still have 4 bullets. Unlike other primary weapons that when I shoot, I don't know how much is in, I have to look down, which may seem lazy, but can be a hassle when you're doing it multiple times a game.
I need something done quietly. Scout, quietly.
And keep having to do that only to see that I have 1 ammo left and I just have to reload. Alright, so now that you want the loadout, you have to understand a few of what your main upgrades will be. Your main upgrades will be on this first page here, right where you are, right where the scout is. And the first things that you want to upgrade is your movement speed and your jump height. After you get your movement speed and jump height, it can really vary from there. A lot of people recommend, if there are fast troops coming in, to go to your Mad Milk and get 35% speed. You should want to get that within the first, and if not the first, then the second round. And then work on your resistances. You have to look up at the top. I can see that there's a lot of bullets coming, so I want to get bullet resistance. I want to get blast resistance. Look at the top and say what you want to do, what you know will happen, and then focus on that. And then you can refund your upgrades if you have to. If one wave's going to be mostly explosives and the next one's going to be a lot of crit bullets. So it really depends. But the main point of the scout, overall, no one's going to play scout for support damage. No one's going to play scout for working on a tank or trying to get spies or any of the sort. The main scout, the scout's 100% goal. He doesn't have to do anything else besides this, and this is how you'll be a successful scout in the game, is to collect money. Over here in the right side, you can see how much money I've collected. I've almost collected them. I have collected the most, almost not, because our sniper automatically receives his cash, and he is a very skilled sniper. As you can see, he has 1,200 tours. But as I say, that just goes to show that I don't have the most experience here. Ready up. So I need to run around, use my resistances, not be in the line of fire a bunch, and collect the money. The scout almost has some type of forced magnet inside of him that makes the cash come towards him, and he collects it very, very easily. So when he's running around, and if there were cash right here, I could just run in and jump, not even land remotely near the cash, but it would still have this slight and then very strong magnet. I'll see if I can get a glimpse here. Watch, the money just kind of, did you see? Kind of just zooms to you. This red money I still collected anyway because it gives me the overheal. Yes, exactly. Something that I didn't mention, when you collect money, you get overheal. You see my health in the bottom left constantly going up. That's not because a medic keeps constantly healing me. It's because when I collect the cash, it's going to overheal me up to 600 health, I think, which can be extremely useful when going into battle, because you can jump in there, take a crap ton of damage, and still make it out okay with a few hundred extra hit points, I could say. Now, as you collect cash, it is very important to also use your Mad Milk and use your Fan of War. Those two key components will not only help your team, but also show on your stats for the support damage. Both of those count as support damages. The Mad Milk, all damage that is given, counts as support damage, and also the Fan of War, because it allows mini crits for the team, which allows for quicker deaths by everyone. Moving on. I don't know what to move on to. There we go. We killed the sniper. We're collecting a lot of dope cash here. When you're upgrading your Mad Milk, when you're done upgrading your resistances, it's important to get your Mad Milk reduced speed, so it's up to 60 additional. It's reduced time to get your Mad Milk back. It can go to 60% of the original time. I don't know exactly what the original time is. Another thing to worry about, if you click F, I can see what I have, is that you would probably notice that I don't have any fire resistance. When playing Scout, I've heard not only by playing Scout for quite a while now, but also by other people who have mastered this class and who do amazing things with this class that I can't even explain. But fire resistance is not necessary, because Scout, he is going in there, collecting money, and leaving. He's not staying there unless you're trying to hug a giant pyro. You're not going to die by fire. It's straight fact. So, when one is going down to collect money, you're not going to be surrounded by pyros. That's why you have your jump height to jump out of it. So, it's not necessary at all, not even to have 25%, because it's not going to help you in the end result. You're not going to be receiving that much damage from fire in the end. Well, I went over by a minute. This is going to be like 11 minutes long. Wow. It's pretty much Scout in a nutshell. Showing y'all the good stuff and what you should and should not do. So, hopefully I'll have some more videos out there. Thanks to 86 for helping me with some other videos.